What's up, guys? My name is David Powell, and this is Powell Sports Media, my small sports show where I discuss some of my favorite sports and athletes. Let's get into it.
Yeah,
Today will probably be my last episode I post on this channel for a little while. The fall semester is a week away from being over, so we're right in the thick of finals. Um, and I'm not sure how much more content I'm gonna make, at least in this kind of like vlog form. So we'll see how much more I post. Probably nothing before the end of the 2025, but we'll see about 2026. For today's episode, at least, I wanted to do a quick update on how the Red Wings are doing as we move into December. It's been kind of a couple of weird weeks for the Wings. They can't seem to get much going, in the way of wins at least. The team ended November with four straight losses, began December with a win against Boston, but lost a frustrating game against Columbus last night in a shootout. I watched that one last night, and it was a tough loss, and one that you kind of felt like the Wings should have won. Detroit currently stands with a 14 11 and 3 record and are third in the Atlantic Division. So they're still doing well, at least in their division, at least third. Unfortunately, the road for the Wings coming up is going to be a pretty tough one. Thursday's game against the Blue Jackets was the first of a six-game road trip that's going to end up going out west. This time, other than the American teams, they're actually going to play several of the Canadian squads out west. So you've got I believe it's Vancouver and Calgary and Edmonton are the Canadian teams that they're going to play on the road in the next couple of weeks. Personally, I see the next game up against Seattle as being a tough one. The game against the Oilers will probably be a hard one as well. Then the team plays Chicago, a rivalry game, as the last game of the road trip. So this next road trip, it's going to be tough. We'll kind of see, I think, what the team is made out of, and if they can get put together some wins here heading into the holidays. Hopefully, they can be a little bit more inspiring as they have as of late, and I think a lot of that actually comes down to goalie play. Detroit's goaltenders haven't really been stellar lately, which is unfortunate because I was really hoping coming into the season that we had found a solid tandem of goalies with Cam Talbot and John Gibson. In 16 games played, Talbot is playing better than his partner in the crease and has a record of 9-4 and 2, with a save percentage at .884. Gibson, who we traded for in the offseason, we were hoping to see really good things from him. I think, and you have to fact check me on this one, but I think his contract is bigger than Talbot's. So I think the thought process was that we wanted to have him kind of be the lead goalie. Hasn't really been so this year so far. Gibson has a 5-7-1 record and a .868 save percentage. So the save percentages are pretty similar, and those numbers aren't terrible. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure there are worse goaltenders in the league right now. But goaltending has seemed like a pretty big problem for the team. It seems like it is right now. And it kind of brings up a significant question, and one that I've been considering lately and that I've heard a lot of talk from my friends about. It's really the question of should we bring up Sebastian Kosa from the AHL? Kosa has been in the AHL. He plays for the Grand Rapids Griffins, so the farm team for the Wings. This season, he is off to a crazy hot start. He's a 9-1 record, two of those games are shutouts. Kosa is boasting a .945 save percentage and is only allowing 1.51 goals per game. So he's kind of off to a crazy good start. Obviously, there is a difference in skill level between the AHL and the NHL, but I think the question needs to be asked of if we should bring him up. Like I said, Kosa's been in the AHL for about four years now, 4 seasons. He's only seen one game of NHL action. His last season, he played a game against Buffalo. I think it is way past time for the Wings to bring up Kosa. I think we need to see what he can do with a substantial, at least a higher workload than one game. See how he does with a higher level of play, and hopefully Tom McClellan and Steve Yzerman, hopefully they can come to that conclusion sooner rather than later. I want to see how Kosa can do, and I think that's a a pretty common thought from Red Wings fans right now. That's all I've got for today's episode and the rest of 2025. Thank you, everyone, for all the support I've gotten on this channel. I believe we ended with 21 subscribers, so it wasn't quite enough to win that play button that we were playing for, but I thank all of you for subscribing, and I really appreciate you guys being an awesome audience. We'll see next semester if I have the chance to post anything else on the channel, but I had a lot of fun this semester, and hopefully you guys did too. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.